Alright, in this video we're going to do another example of permutations involving repeated symbols. And we saw in the first example how many different linear arrangements there are using the letters from the word Mississippi. So, slight variation on this problem. At first may not seem like it's related, but then I think it's pretty clear it's really the exact same type of problem. So, suppose we want to look at the number of staircase paths in the xy plane that start from the origin 0, 0, and so we're going to start at the origin and move over to the point 5, 3, and each path is made of steps moving 1 unit to the right or 1 unit upwards. Okay, so again, that's how our paths are made. We can't go diagonally or weird, other things like that. So, for example, one little path, you could go over, maybe I go over twice, and then I go up once, and then I go over once, and then I go up once, then I go over once, and then I go up once, and hey, then I go over again. Okay, that would be an example of a path where I'm either moving to the right or moving upwards. So we want to count all of those different paths, okay? Well, if you think about it, each path is going to be made up of, well, to go all the way over, we're going to have to go to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, a total of 5 times. Okay, so we're going to have to really move right 5 times. And notice we would have to go up 1, 2, 3 times. And if you think about the path I just did, I could really write it. So maybe, we go right 1 unit. So I'm going to list that as, move right, and then we moved right again, and then we moved up, and then we moved right, and then we moved up, and then we moved to the right, and then we moved up, and hey, then we moved to the right. Really what's going on, to make our paths, you can really think about it as being a word, kind of like our Mississippi example, where we've got 5 R's to choose from. We've got to, go right 5 times, and we have 3 U's. Okay, so the total number of letters in our word, if you think about this as being a word, we've got 8 objects total. Again, there's 5 R's, 3 U's. So now we're just using, it's very much like the Mississippi example. So again, our original formula, it says we look at the total number of objects. In this case, there's 8 factorial objects. And then we just multiply. So we've got 8 factorial on top. And then in the denominator, we would have 5 factorial because eventually we have to go right 5 times. So our word would have 5 R's in it somewhere. And then we have to go up 3 times. So our word would have 3 U's in it. And this is going to be the total number of little staircase patterns that we can make. So again, this is just 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 5 factorials, 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 3 factorials, 3 times 2 times 1. So let's see, we can cancel out the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 from the top and bottom. 3 and 2 is 6, so it looks like we're left with 8 times 7. Or it says there's a total of 56 different paths to go from the origin to that point 5, 3.